Motion to call the retirement board meeting to order.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the March 18th, 2026 agenda.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the February 18th, 2026 minutes.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Under new business, motion to approve refunds of contributions to employees no longer with the county. There are 2 individuals listed.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the following retirements. There is 1 person listed.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the following invoices for payment, Foster and Foster, for May 31st, 2026, $5,627. This is actuarial fee for a quarter ending.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn the retirement board.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to reconvene the commissioners meeting.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, first item is, there was any public comments or questions concerning today's agenda? Okay, seeing none. Before we move on to approving the agenda, there's 2 items on the agenda that are, one of them is number 1 under personnel for Stacy McCormick, and again, number 3 under salary board, same person for the Stacy McCormick. We need to table those until then, and we'll just put them on for the next meeting.
Yes.
If they're approved, okay? So with those changes, we have a motion to approve the agenda for March 18, 2026.
Motion to approve with the amendments of tabling personnel number 1 and salary board number 3.
Okay, motion is second, all in favor? Aye. Motion to approve the March 4th, 2026 meeting minutes.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the March 11th, 2026 conference minutes.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the payment from the general fund in the amount of $1,197,674.49.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the payment from the bridge repair funds in the amount of $43,460.52.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the payment from the debt service fund in the amount of $2,100.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the payment from the Pike County Employees Health Insurance Fund in the amount of $98,092.89.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Under personnel, motion to promote Brandon Twomey to a grade 2 resource conservationist at the Conservation District, retroactive to January 29, 2026.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to recess the commissioners meeting to hold a salary board meeting.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
The salary board, motion to convene the salary board.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the March 4th and 11th, 2026 salary board minutes.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 4, motion to increase the annual salary of Brandon Twomey to $60,000 due to his promotion to grade 2 resource conservation at the Conservation District, retroactive to January 29, 2026.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn the salary board.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to reconvene the commissioners meeting.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
New business, motion to advertise the bids for the purchase of groceries and frozen foods for the period of July 2026 to October 2026 on behalf of the correctional facility.
Motion.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to advertise the bids for the leasing of approximately 80 acres of tillable fields for the purpose of planting for the 2026 growing season.
Motion.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adopt resolution number 2606, designating the month of March as Colon Cancer Awareness Month and March 2026 as Casual Day in Pike County.
Motion.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Krista, could you read that? Please.
Resolution number 26-06, colon cancer awareness month. Whereas colon rectal cancers are the 4th most common cancers and 2nd leading causes of cancer deaths in Northeast Pennsylvania. And whereas incidence and mortality rates above the U.S. average, 8% and 17% higher respectively. And whereas about 75% of new cases are diagnosed and nearly 200 patients die from colon cancer each year in the counties of Lackawanna, Luzerne, Monroe, Pike, Susquehanna, Wayne, and Wyoming combined. And whereas the Northeast Regional Cancer Institute has been easing the burden of cancer in Northeast Pennsylvania for 35 years through community and patient services, hospital and practice support services, and cancer surveillance programs specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our region. And whereas on Thursday, March 26, 2026, the Northeast Regional Cancer Institute will sponsor the 23rd annual casual Colon Cancer Awareness Saves Unlimited Adult Lives Day to increase colon cancer awareness throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. And whereas Casual Day was established by the family of Helen Phillips, who fought a courageous battle against colon cancer and died in the summer of 2002. Now, therefore, we, the Board of Commissioners of the County of Pike, do hereby urge residents of Pike County and all of northeastern Pennsylvania to be screened for early detection of colon cancer, participate and support the Northeast Regional Cancer Institute in its colon cancer awareness efforts, and designate the month of March as Colon Cancer Awareness Month and March 26, 2026 as Casual Day in Pike County.
Thank you, Krista. So on Zoom, or whatever this is, we have Karen Saunders, the president of Northeast Regional. So thank you for joining us. We just want to say that, every year we support this effort because it is so important in our communities and to make people aware of being tested and treated and before this cancer takes hold of you. It is a very treatable cancer. Being a cancer survivor, not this, but a similar cancer, it was early detection that has me sitting here today. So it's very important that we share this with the public so they understand that this isn't something that you should take lightly. I know they've changed the age as to when you should be tested, and I know you're going to touch on that, but that's very important that we make sure that people understand that those ages have reduced. So I'll let you speak now, but thank you for being here.
You took the words out of my mouth, Commissioner. Yes, the age for which those people at average risk should be screened is 45. Locally and nationally, the incidence of colon cancer in much younger adults is steadily increasing. So that is a very important message this year, and every year since those recommendations, those guidelines haven't changed. So yes, and you're bringing this up at the meeting, and with this proclamation, help us to spread that awareness. Yes, it's personal stories. We sell T-shirts, and we hope that every T-shirt is a conversation about family history, about these risk factors, and about the importance of screening early. Thank you very much for doing this.
Well, thank you for being here. I don't know if there was any questions of anyone, but
Yeah, one question. This is a very important issue, and my question is, if you're under 45 and you wish to get screened, will it be covered by insurance?
I would say speak to your family physician. I'm not a clinician, but you raise a very important question. If, for example, there is a family history, then a person can be screened generally 10 years before the age of that person in your family, and it should be covered. So it probably depends on the insurance, it depends on the situation, but that's a good question and a concern, obviously.
I think you're absolutely right. It has to do with family history, and if this is something in your family, whether it's covered or not, you should make sure you get yourself tested. Obviously, it comes at a cost if it's not covered, but the alternative is a lot worse than what the cost would be. That's good information.
And there are, excuse me for interrupting,
yep.
There are several tests other than a full colonoscopy. There's a FIT test, there's a Cologuard, and there may be another test less expensive, at least to start with.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Have a great day. Happy spring.
You too.
And happy belated St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, number 4, motion to authorize the chief clerk to execute new national opioid 6 remnant defendant settlement.
Motion?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the Pike County Home Program payment voucher in the amount of $5,907.50 payable to the Action Properties Incorporated on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to authorize the chairman to execute the Pike County Community Development Block Grant subrecipient agreement for job creation program between Woodlock Pines Incorporated and the County of Pike on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion?
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the 2024 Community Development Block Grant Program payment voucher in the amount of $50,000 payable to Woodlock Pines Incorporated on behalf of the Office of Human Services.
Motion?
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the following human service payment vouchers on behalf of the Office of Human Services Homeless Assistance Program in the amount of $332.22 Fair in the amount of $825, and Human Services Development Fund in the amount of $3,254.
Motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to authorize the chairman to execute the co-star proposals from L.J. Bogomel Incorporated for the work on the administration building primary server room.
Motion.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
That's it. Okay, we move on to miscellaneous, and first is the Penn State Extension calendar of events. Did you have?
Yes, I do. I'm so sorry. My admin assistant was out this week, so I was not necessarily able to get this out in time, but hopefully it'll be available moving forward.
Come up there.
Oh, sorry.
And tell us who you are, just so that we have it on, we know who you are.
Sorry, I'm Angie Smith. I'm from Penn State Extension, and I'm the county 4-H agent. I'm here because we are organizing a volunteer fair and expo for the county that is going to be held April 11th. That's a Saturday at the Delaware Valley High School in the 1112 cafeteria from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the idea behind this is that I've been trying for about, how long have I been with Penn State now? Like almost 10 years, to recruit more adult volunteers to run, to help run our clubs and programs, because just like the scouts and the sports and everything like that, we depend on adult volunteers for that. And I'm going to these events that are not volunteer focused, and nobody's really like, you're there for whatever the activity is, not to sign up to become a volunteer. So I figured, why not make an event like a job fair only for volunteering, where we can invite all of our community agencies, townships, municipalities, whoever out there has a need for volunteers or people to power their organizations to join us. And that way our community members can kind of do a one-stop shop to follow their passions or to get involved. So whether it be you are interested in the environment, people, animals, we're hoping to get as many, as many representatives as possible. So we've only been advertising and putting this together for a little over a week, and we've already got commitments from VIP, the Victims Intervention Program, CASA, Gates, the library, Gray Towers, Heritage Association, Family Promise, Pike Autism Support Services, Delaware Highlands Conservancy, Westville Township Volunteer Fire Department, Habitat for Humanity, and the Red Cross. So those are just the agencies that we've gotten in the past week to sign up. We did send out email invites, and I will be attending the Interagency Council meeting tomorrow to, to spread the word about this even more. I have flyers available. There's a QR code that can be, that you can scan. It'll lead to a Google form, so you can sign up to join us on that day, and instead just spread the word as much as we can to get both the agencies to come in and recruit their volunteers, and for people to come and find out how they can get involved in our community.
Can you repeat the day and time again?
Sure, it's Saturday, April 11th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. At the Delaware Valley High School, in the 1112 cafeteria.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great,
Thank you, Angie. Go to one of those.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is there any questions for Angie? Next item we had on here was State Representative Jeff Olsomer's Concealed Carry Seminar, April 16th, 2026. Jill, would you like to
Yes,
speak to this?
we will be having a concealed carry seminar April 16th. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Pike County Training Facility. And we also have an outdoor expo this weekend, Saturday from 9:30 to 12:30 at the Westville Township Volunteer Fire Department. So does anybody have any questions about that? I have flyers as well.
Okay. And the next thing we have to announce is, we'll be announcing this a few times between now and April 18th. That's the 28th annual fishing derby that's held up at Lily Pond. So mark your calendar. That's a fun day for family. If you haven't been there, you need to experience it. It's, as long as it's not pouring rain, otherwise it's a fun day. It's even fun when it's raining, to watch those kids catch all those great trout that are donated and put in the pond up there. Starts off 7 o'clock in the morning, I think, is when we stock the pond. And that's always a lot of fun to watch the kids carry the 5-gallon buckets, and hopefully they're putting all the fish into the pond. We're pretty sure they are.
Not in their pocket.
Well, they're not keeping it in a bucket and keeping it as a pet. But we'll be announcing that. That'll be on out in the press and everything. So it's a fun day. So with that, the other thing we just want to announce, and I think we finalized all of the things for a a veterans event, and Crystal will speak to one part of this, and I'll speak to another, and it all revolves around women veterans in our community.
Excellent. So this is the first annual Pike County Veterans Fundraising Luncheon. The theme for this year is Trailblazing Women of Valor. The Citizen Award for Community Member will be going to Catherine Lemon, better known as Kay. We're very excited about this. This will be held on Friday, May 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Tom Quick Inn. We're inviting everyone from the community, but especially our veterans, to come out. And so we've created a special rate so veterans can attend. It's $45 general admission. That does include a full lunch and the ceremony, of course. And for our veterans, the cost will be $25. To obtain tickets, there's an email address that you can email for additional questions or to go ahead and get signed up. It's veteranspcvf@pikepa.org. All this will be posted on the county website, so you can access this information. And to get tickets, you would mail a check directly to the Pike County Veterans Affairs Office, 837 Route 6, Unit 3, Shahola, PA, 18458.
We'll also see that Shannon sends this out to the press so they can get all announced on the press, and whether it's on TV. We should send it to the municipalities also. I think it's important that we do that. They can announce it at their meetings. Particularly Matamoros, and I'm not picking them up because Kay Lemon is from Matamoros, and that goes into the next announcement, and that has to do also with women veterans. If you haven't been to the Veterans Park in Matamoros, you should take your time and go there. You will be very impressed with what's occurred there over the last 15 years, thereabout, with the magnificent monuments that tell the story of conflicts in our nation and the veterans that served. This year they're unveiling on July 12th, the monument that is dedicated to women in service. So this all ties together with the dinner. What they're asking, and this is all posted also, is they're asking for all women veterans to send in their bio, and there's a website on here, and we'll get this all out there, for people to share their stories, women to share their stories in the military, because many of them have served in our community, and we need to recognize that. So this is tied to that. But it's another event that'll be in June. So we'll get this out there also to help them put this together. This is being put on, though, not by the county so much as the Veterans Park Association out of Matamoros. Kay Lemon, just kind of that we've honoring her, was the instrumental person involved in making sure that that park was created. And like I say, you need to just go there. It's hard to explain it until you go there and see what they've done down there, between the artwork that people have done like Kim Pierce, the incredible stonework done by Kevin Stroyan. It tells an incredible story, and it is something that really we in this county should herald as something that is ours and unique to Pike County. So we'll get that all out to everybody. And then with that, we will move on to press and public comment. Fred?
Yeah, Fred Weber, Milford Borough. Just real quick, the application for special use to restore the star to NPS, was that just in the form of a letter, or were there forms that needed to be filled out?
That was in the form of discussions between our office, the congressman's office, some information shared with them through Ron Donahue of why it should be put back up, and now it's all in the hands of the superintendent of the park.
Right. My concern is that
there was an application for it.
Oh, there was, okay. Yeah, because it states here that you need to have application form 10-930, being the NPS, so I'm hoping they have that. If they don't, I'm sure they're not just going to do this on discussions in a letter, so.
We have that, yep.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Wayne?
Yes, Matt, question. The payments of human services to Woodlock Lions, what is that? What are those payments going towards?
So you saw, I think on the last month, we did one with Settlers Hospitality. This has to do with job creation. This was a program that Rob Ruiz was able to develop through the Office of Human Services to help create more employment opportunities in there and it's for people looking for employment that fall into the low to moderate income, because that's how that money has to be spent. I think it's important to note that money comes through grant money. It doesn't just come out of the general fund of the County of Pike. We're not writing checks out of our fund for $50,000 to them, but it's for job creation. Rob could speak a little bit more about it, but it's a good program. And like I say, they needed to qualify to do this. So he's looking for other organizations to qualify. Obviously, the biggest employers in our counties are hospitality facilities, so that's who's applied so far.
One other question, unrelated, but on the same location, for Woodlock. I know they've been working on, I'm just curious if your office has heard anything on it, the cancer respite facility, that I know they're supposed to be breaking ground for that soon if they haven't already. Have they given the county any update or any?
The update I have is that in June, maybe it's May, there's a groundbreaking up there and there's a whole big ceremony. I know that they've been very successful in getting LSA grants and also, I believe, some RACP money from the state of Pennsylvania in some large amounts. It's an exciting program that's being developed at Woodlock property. So that's, I think we know as much as you probably know that we've seen. I mean, we're kept up to date on it because we were the signees, I believe, for the grants because they couldn't apply on their own. So we did that, but the money funnels to them to build that facility.
It's May 7th.
On May 7th, there's a groundbreaking.
Great, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Jill Bardina. I have a question. In the agenda, it listed a sale of tillable land.
Well,
I'm wondering what
let me
that
see how it was
is.
worded.
Leasing.
It's the leasing. So this is the Santos farm that the county owns, not the Santos farm that's up on the highlands here. It's down the bottom. The county has owned that for about 15 years. That always was a farm, so every year we put that out and a farmer goes down there and plants, well, whatever he wants. I think last year was soybeans, maybe it was corn. It was corn last year, but whatever they do. But it's just a way to make sure the land stays somewhat tillable because there's a lot of other activities that go down there. And if we don't do this, it becomes immediately overgrown with, well, for the most cases, invasive species. So he keeps it clear. But if you go down through that field, you can walk down there. There's 88 acres, and that's the land though.
So one person takes the entire.
Well, they bid on it. And so it's open bid, and you know, I don't know. Some years we've had two farmers, maybe. Most of the time it's just one. There's not a whole pile of farmers in this region that are looking to plant 88 acres, but it's one person who bids on it, and they pay us. I don't even want to say it right now because it's out the bid. We have to leave the number alone, but we get paid some money for them to use it. Okay.
So, one last point. I think congratulations are in order. You may have set a record for the fastest county meeting all time.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, I had a faster one.
Oh. I thought it was part of history.
No, there has been records broken. I think 6 minutes might be the number. Thanks for extending the meeting.
You're welcome. I'm here for you.
Just wanted to quickly acknowledge, before I say something, acknowledge Lehman Township supervisors who are here. And do you have anything to share about the grand opening of the center?
Yeah, we don't have a date yet,
Okay,
but we will.
okay, perfect. All right. Before we close out, I did want to acknowledge Women's History Month. It was not on the agenda, but since this is our last public meeting, I wanted to make sure to do that. Give a little history about Women's History Month. It's a week-long, started out as a week-long observance in Sonoma County, California in 1978, was subsequently championed by Gerda Lerner and the National Women's History Alliance to be recognized as a national week by President Carter in 1980, and then a month by Congress in 1987 in the United States, spreading internationally after that. And I wanted to acknowledge our first woman's mayor of Milford, Candace Wahala. I just want to congratulate her, all the amazing, outstanding women who do work day in and day out throughout the county. Just want to salute them as well, and wanted to share some thoughts and wisdom with the younger ladies who may see this today or one day. Congratulations, you are more than enough. Like women before you, you have so much to offer and so much to do. The world is a better place because you're here. However, as you confidently make your way out into the world, there will be challenges. You will overcome them. There will be doubters. You will prove them wrong. There will be people who want to stop you. They won't. You may encounter people who, for one reason or another, are intimidated or threatened by you. Keep going. There may be people who will not welcome you into spaces you've earned every right to be in. Take up all the space you can. You may be told things like you're uneducated and useless, Despite holding multiple degrees and having years of experience, keep your head high. There may be people who shoot down your ideas only to adopt them as their own down the line. Keep creating. And sadly, there may be women who should support you, but choose comfort over confrontation. Keep standing. The theme for Women's History Month 2026 is Leading the Change, Women Shaping a Sustainable Future. That's your charge. Go out into this world and make change that lasts. Align yourself with other incredible women and men to create a world that demands respectful dialogue, educational access, inclusivity, and social and economic justice for all. Most importantly, you never have to engage with negativity. You only have to outlast it. I would also like to extend my deepest condolences to a woman who is so amazing in this county, and she's unlike any other, Mrs. Amy Ferris, who lost her incredible husband, Ken, today. May God bless you always.
Anything else? Okay, motion to adjourn.